Are you ready?
All right, let's go. Welcome to the Crypto Walk with Alex Dozier. And today we are going to talk about passive income, fully passive income using crypto, and how I am currently making a measly like 1,300 a year passively to how I plan to grow that to 11,000 a year fully passive uh, using staking and GPU mining. Let's get into it. All right, so we're going to start off with the most stable, but also least rewarding of the ways that I go about getting some passive income. So on crypto.com's app, I currently stake 300 DAI, the stablecoin DAI, for a 3 month term, earning 10%. Okay, so it boils down to about 8 cents per day. So the goal, and I'm going to show this all at the end on the calculator. The goal would be to get this up to $5,000 that I stake and earn the 10% in 3 month terms that I would just continue for the full year. Okay, so that is one of the more stable ways to go about doing it. It is extremely boring, but it is safe. It's a stable coin. You're not going to have impermanent loss, other than a few cents here and there per day or whatever. Um, but it's stable, and you're going to do nothing but make money off that. Okay. Uh, Secondly, we have the mining rig. So my current mining profitability, this thing will show about $2.92 per day. Okay, and you're paid in BTC. So you could go up or down depending on the price of BTC. And it also, you're earning it every single, you could get paid every 4 hours. Currently, only earn enough to get paid every 8 hours, but you're earning BTC at whatever the the current rate of BTC is. So if you're getting it during down markets, it's just worth more when the market bounces back up. Okay. So as you can see, I've been doing GPU mining. I don't think it's even been a month. It couldn't have. I started sometime mid January. So, and I already have $60 in my BTC wallet. Some of that is, I started in January when the market was absolute hot garbage. And then, the price of Bitcoin has gone up. So, my goal, I currently have two GPUs, and they're not the best GPUs. I'm currently using GeForce GTX 1070s. I look to replace those two and add four more for a total of six GeForce GTX 1080 Ti would be my goal with that. Okay. Um, so that's the second way. Okay. So we got the DAI staking, we got GPU mining, which DAI staking is 100% passive. You don't do anything. Once you stake it, you just watch the money come in. Um, GPU mining, once you're set up and running, I haven't had to touch it. I don't do anything. It's completely passive. Um, at some point when I'm ready to manage the BTC that I have in this wallet, I have to send it somewhere. So I'll be sending it to Coinbase to withdraw or do something with the Bitcoin that I am currently earning um, off of this. Okay. So the other and the most lucrative way is farming on VVS. And so when we're looking at the full year, this could change, but somebody's going to be offering you some good yield, no matter where you go. So if we go to the dashboard, we could see in the Crystal Farms, I'm currently earning 128% APR. Okay, so I stake $300 basically. I'm pretty much back to where I was as far as the price is. where I was when I initially staked. So that's pretty accurate. I had about $300 in the farms, and I had about $100 in the glitter mines, which the glitter mines give you 97% APY. That's been coming down slightly because that was over 100% for a while there. I mean, not that 97% APY is bad, but it is coming down, so you got to watch that. So, this is by far the most lucrative of the passive incomes, but it does require not necessarily management. Like, there's nothing to do, but you do need to watch what's going on with the price because you will have impermanent loss. And there's currently a beta out for an impermanent loss removal tool. I don't have access to it yet, so we'll see what that is, what that looks like when it comes out. Already did a video on that tool though, and how to use it, what to do with it whenever it becomes available to us. Um, but this is by far the most lucrative. Now you have to again, you got to watch out for the price because if the price of VVS tanks, well, then not only does your value of the VVS start going down, yes, impermanently, but also you're earning VVS. So the value of what you're earning is going down. So you do have to kind of watch it. And, I would not say set 5 grand in here, walk away, come back at the end of the year and collect your money. You know what I mean? You definitely need to see what's going on. And if things start going south for you, you need to get the heck out of there. So it is passive in the sense you don't have to do anything to make the money, but you need to manage it, watch it, so you don't lose the money. It is by far the most lucrative of the three ways that I am passively earning income, but it does require eyes on. Okay. So if we look at our passive income calculator, so if I'm looking at my mining rig, I currently have two GPUs that earn me per GPU about 127. So my per day, about 254 per day, $77 a month, $927 a year. So that's what I am currently making off of the mining rig. My goal is to get six 1080 Ti GPUs that are earn me about $2 a day. I'm sorry, $2 per GPU, so $12 a day, $366 a month, $4,400 a year. That is completely passive. I don't do anything. And I'm getting paid in Bitcoin, which, if you're like me and you believe Bitcoin is doing nothing but going up, that's a heck of a way to be getting paid. So the DAI staking, again, it's the most boring there is. Currently doing $300. I get 8 cents a day, whoop de doo, 250 a month, $30 a year. Okay. But yes, that's on $300. I will say my bank accounts that have a lot more than $300 in them, my savings accounts, I'm not getting 8 cents per day, 250 a month. It's still way better than a bank account. What got me into the DAI staking is I actually have in my monthly budget a maintenance expense of $100, which I use for fixing the car or getting oil changes, whatever. Well, oil changes I would budget, but like if my tire blew, you know what I mean. I just kind of have a maintenance account. I moved a good portion of my maintenance account. Well, not a good portion, but I moved $300 out of my maintenance account into DAI staking so that I can earn better interest on the money. I don't want to move the whole thing because it's locked up for 3 months, and if I actually need that emergency fund, I wouldn't want to, have it locked up. So my goal is to eventually get to the point where I'm staking $5,000. Um, That'll get me $1.37 per day, 41 per month, $500 for the year. Again, it's not great, but it's completely stable. There's no chance of me losing it. Um, it's easy money, and it's I don't have any risk with that. These other ones, I have a little bit of risk. I have a little bit of risk with the mining rig because BTC could be coming down. And if BTC tanked at the time that I'm ready to take my money out, then I'm not going to have as much money as I'm intending to have. However, if it's rallying at the time that I'm ready to take money out, I could have more. Whereas a stable coin, it's not going to tank and it's not going to rally. It's just stable, right? So VVS staking, currently I got the $300 in there at 128% APY or APR. So I'm getting $1.05 a day, $32 a month, $385 a year passively. Okay. Uh, Goal would be to get to at least $5,000 staked in there. Um, Again, at the 128% APY, that's $17 a day, $533 a month, $6,400 a year passive. Okay. So I am currently only generating $3.67 per day for doing nothing. So I'm not going to complain. My goal would be to get that up to $30 a day. Um, Currently pulling in about $111 a month passively. My goal would be to get that up to $941 a month. So almost $1,000 a month passive income for no effort whatsoever. So per year, right now, today, I'm earning about $1,300 a year passive. My goal would be to push that to $11,000 a year passive income. Now, this is a little bit misleading in only the sense this assumes that once I put in $5,000 and I stake it on VVS, that I never do anything, and at the end of the year I take out my $6,400 in earnings. Well, it could be I could harvest some of that. So I might get to mid year and I'm at I staked the 5,000, and mid year I've earned 3,000. I could pull that out and then add. I could harvest the 3 grand, add that to the 5 grand stake. Now I got 8 grand. So now I'm earning more. So this assumes that I start at one number and I never touch it for the whole year. Same with the DAI. It assumes I start at $500 and I never add it. The mining rig, I'm pretty well capped out at 6, unless I build an entire another mining rig. Pretty much once I have 6 GPUs in there, there's not a whole lot more I could do to boost that other than change the GPU that I'm using to mine with, which I just don't see myself doing that. So that's pretty that once I build up myself to 6 GPUs there, I'm pretty well gonna stick with that. But still, that's $4,400 a year passive, not doing anything, and this thing runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, just making me money. Okay, cash cow. Now, I might use some of the profits at the end of that year. Maybe I do build a whole nother mining rig. It depends on the price of GPUs at the time, electricity costs, and all that. The DAI staking, again, is the most boring, but it's also the most stable. I like to have something in here stable. I like to talk about things that are guaranteed. It really is guaranteed. The rest of these, not 100% guaranteed. You're going to make your money as long as you manage it and you watch what you're doing. And it's not going to take any effort other than open up your app, look at see what's going on with it. And it doesn't mean panic every time VVS tanks, because I could tell you I was staking in VVS when it was quad 04, and when it was quad 02, I was still staking in VVS. And what happened? It went right back up to quad 04. So I didn't freak out. I didn't unstake everything and run away. I continued to earn VVS while it was cheap, and then when it went up, the value of my VVS went up. So that's all I got for you today, folks. Tell me what you think about it. Would you bother with the DAI staking, putting 5 grand to only make $500 for the year, when theoretically I could put that other 5 grand into VVS and risk it, but also just make a ton more money. So just for fun, if I was to push my VVS goal to 10,000, what would that do? That would make me earn $1,200, or I'm sorry, $12,000 a year. Let's go. Let's leave the DAI staking at where it was. So that if I put the $10,000 in VVS instead of splitting 10 grand between DAI and VVS, that takes me from, I want to say it was 11,000 to 17,000. So if I put $10,000 in VVS and I Gotta say, almost 20 grand looks pretty darn good to me. So let me know in the comments below. What are you gonna do? What do you like? What are you planning on GPU mining if you aren't? Um, I gotta tell you, it's interesting. I like it. I've been doing it for about 2 weeks, maybe a month, maybe up to a month, close to anyway. It's been doing very well. I like it. I have an extra room in the house, and I got the GPU rig in there, and it just makes me money. It's interesting to look at. I haven't had any problems with it whatsoever after I built it, and it's been doing pretty well for me. So let me know in the comments down below if any of these three are something you plan on doing, want to do. What kind of numbers are you planning on getting into? And I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.